Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. Distinctly I remember it was in the bleak December, and each desperate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore, nameless here for evermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain filled me with fantastic terrors that I never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stop repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door." That is, and nothing more. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir, and I, or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door, darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into the darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dreamt before. But the silence was unbroken, and the darkness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, "Lenore." This I whispered, and echo murmured back the word, "Lenore." Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard a tapping somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then what there that is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter, when with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the stately days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, nor a minute stopped or stayed he, but with him or lord or lady perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. And this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancying to smiling, by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore. "Though thy cease be shorn and shaven, though," I said, "art sure no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore, tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." But the raven sitting lonely on the placid bust spoke only that the word, as if the soul, if the one word he did outpour, nothing further than he uttered, nor a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, "Other friends have flown before, on the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before." Then the bird said, "Nevermore." Startled at the stillness broken by reply so aptly spoken, doubtless, said I, what it utters, if it's only stock and store, caught from some unhappy master, whom's unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till his songs one burden bore, till the dirges of his hopes that melancholy burden bore, of never, nevermore. This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing, to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamp glowed o'er, but whose velvet lining with the lamp light gloating o'er shall be pressed, nevermore. Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed from an unseen censer, swung by serpent foot whose falls tinkled on the turfed floor. Wretch, I cried, thy goth have lent me, these angels has sent thee, respite, despite, and nepife the memories of Lenore. Quiff, O quaff this kind nymphy, and forget this lost Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, a bird of devil, whether tempter sent or whether tempest tossed thee there ashore, desolate yet all undaunted, on the desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted, tell me truthfully, I implore, is there balm or Gilland? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, a bird of devil, by the heaven that bends above us, that God we both adore, tell this soul with sorrow ladeneth, with the distant Idaneth, it shall clasp a Satan maiden whose angels named Lenore, clasp a rare and radiant maiden whose angels named Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Be the word a sign of parting, bird or fiend I sheet upstirring, get thee back into the tempest and the night's Pluton shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie left soul have spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken, quit the bust above my door. Take thy break from my heart and take thy form from my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore. This is the last one there. And the raven never fleeting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, and his eyes have all the seeing of a demon that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul from that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.